Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. Today we have Europe from Above. This is a National Geographic, NatGeo documentary series, and it has 6 episodes, or about 45 minutes each, and it's from 2020. Oh, wow, it's very recent. Although the credits at the end of the first episode said 2019, but I imagine that it was just added or whatever in 2020. Uh, I've never been to Europe myself. I know my loss, and this after a year of being locked up or locked down at home, it's given me a bug to travel like crazy, like anybody else. I'm sure I'm not alone in this, but this gives you a sort of an eye in the sky view of certain parts of Europe, obviously. And usually it's shot from drones, I imagine, flying over different areas. And the first episode deals with the Netherlands. So we see Amsterdam, Rotterdam, a number of other places throughout. Obviously, you're going to see tulips and windmills and things like that. But you also see one of the biggest, probably the biggest shipping location in all of Europe, in Rotterdam. And it has done nothing but grow over the years. It's because they create land in an area that's very much at sea level, or in some cases below sea level. They found a way to create land in order to create an even bigger shipping industry, and it's all run by robots and unloading the boats and adding it to trucks and all this stuff. There's so much of this. You see a lot of history, like an old, what used to be a fort that was used to defend against Spanish invaders as the Danish that were trying to Danish. Hopefully, I said that. Hopefully, called them by the right thing, so they would be able to defend against them as they tried to fight for their independence. There's so much history in this, but there's also so much progress and so much innovation in the technology they use to from everything from move water from one place to another to to grow plants, to harvest the tulips, to grow layers and rows and rows and rows of lettuce, over 10 million heads of lettuce in the course of a year. And one of the really great things about this series is that in each location it goes to, it looks at that area over the course of a year. So starts, in the early start of the year, spring, summer, fall, and ends in winter. So you're going to want to stick around. You start with the tulips. You learn about one of the industries they're best known for. You see them. You see some people how they put together these massive, massive, humongous windmills. Not the little old ones, the Don Quixote ones. These massive, humongous ones that give you cancer, right? No, never mind. They do not give you cancer. There's no such thing as wind cancer. Anyway, so these guys set up these gigantic windmills, and it's kind of. I don't think I have a problem with heights, but I kind of do in some ways when it's just needlessly high. I don't know, but anyway, it's you get to see so many beautiful views, things that you don't really understand what they are from so high up. And as you zoom in and you see these buildings that are really just greenhouses, they look like little mirrors covering a big plot of land, but they're generating millions and millions of lettuce or other produce year round, using purple LED lights that are not as harsh and but still give the plants all the nutrients they need. So there's so much innovation going on in this little world of the Netherlands that the rest of us could learn from. And yes, Amsterdam, and it's one of the busiest cities. There's almost no room to build another house or even try to find a home. So why not build one on the water, which is what they show us, as one man has done, with a team of people who were creating these houses that literally can float and be dragged into place and locked into a little neighborhood that literally floats on the water. So it's kind of again, innovation, science, technology, bringing shelter, food, energy, everything to these people in this northern climate. It's kind of gorgeous. I'm going to show you what these other ones are. As you can see, here's Italy as the second episode. They have also Germany and the United Kingdom, Spain, and they finish off with Poland. There's only one season so far. I don't know if there's going to be more, but yeah, it's looks like it's a pretty interesting thing. You know what? I'm going to add it because you know what? I'm going to add it to my list because not only is the narrator, he's got a great English accent, just sort of very soothing. I can see just putting this on my tablet next to my bed as I go to sleep at night and just letting the images and the knowledge and everything else from these lands that I wish I could visit just wash over me. And I could fall asleep to that. I don't care. I could go the entire season. Probably half of it asleep, but it's not it's not obnoxious. It's not weird. Oh, one of the funny things is you start with the tulips. You want to stick around for the bonfires. There's a bonfire battle that I don't know if they have them anymore because there was kind of trouble the last time they did it. And there's probably a chance that they didn't do it this year for 2020 to 2021. But there's these groups of guys that have been doing this for a decade now, building bigger and bigger bonfires that they light up on New Year's Eve. And it kind of is a little bit devastating to homes and cars. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, but it's a massive undertaking that they do every year on the beach. And then on New Year's Day, then tens of thousands of people just suddenly run into the frigid North Sea in swimsuits and sometimes less. Yeah. So, and that's also fun. We call it a polar bear run or a polar bear swim where I'm from, not California. But yeah, it's a tradition they've done for many years, probably since the 60s or so. So I've told you a whole lot about the Netherlands here, but I think you need to see it for yourself because it's a very visual thing. I think you'll learn a lot. This is, again, it's National Geographic. It's meant to be educational. Doesn't mean it can't be fun, informative, and just freaking gorgeous. That's what it is. The Netherlands are freaking gorgeous. Pardon my language. So, yeah. I want to go to Amsterdam. I want to go to all these places someday. Disease, pandemic, go away. But let's pick tomorrow's episode. Maybe we'll go somewhere else nice.
616.
616? Please let there be a Marvel movie. Marvel nerds know what I'm talking about. 616 is technically the main Marvel universe. So the MCU would not be 616, but either way, it'd be funny if it was a Marvel thing. And it's not. Okay, well, we're past this season, and I don't know if this is still on here, so I'm going to check. I'm going to tell you what it is, and I'm going to sign off, and if it turns out that it doesn't exist anymore, coming back immediately, you'll know, and we'll pick another one. But this one is The Ultimate Christmas Present. The Ultimate Christmas Present. So unless it's no longer on there, that's what we're watching tomorrow. The Ultimate Christmas Present on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you tomorrow or in a few seconds.